in order to make space for things that I truly want. I have to let go. Once I start doing that, ideas ebb and flow, but it is up to me to catch it and to do with it what I please. I start noticing the simple beauty that is around me, like the weaving of a basket. Sometimes it's the way linseed oil glistens, or how smooth the oil paint glides on the canvas. I notice that creativity lives everywhere, but it is up to me to truly notice it, to hear the whispers it sometimes gives me in the early morning hours before the birds awake. I just have to listen and make space for it and let go. I often ask myself, who can I become when I let go? That is the question that I often ask, and I'm going to find out. I don't even know. It's Thursday. It's a Thursday. I'm heading to work. I woke up early. I woke up at 4:55, and it just made me think how everything that I'm doing is just getting me closer, right, to where I want to be. And I know that, like, my work can be pretty draining, like mentally, physically, everything. But just having the fact that I get to go home and create kind of like gives me a little bit of like a boost. And I'm also surrounded by good people too, which makes it easier. I think if I was working like a job where everybody was draining and toxic, it would just not, it would be horrible. But I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I get to pay my bills. I'm grateful that I get to save up money. And I'm grateful that I get to create and paint. And yeah. I'm heading home. I'm so hungry and just want to get home and paint. It's 6 o'clock. 6 p.m. and I'm just so tired. And I know, like, when I get home and I eat and I paint and I do what I gotta do, it's like I'll feel accomplished, I'm still like, I have tomorrow off, so it's gonna be it'll be a good day. Okay. So yeah, there's just a lot to be done still. I think the main thing for me is to stay, it's like to stay positive through everything, right? Because I'm gonna look back and I'm gonna see everything that I've been through and all the moments. And I think the important thing for me is to just stay steady and to remember that everything is like, it's not like permanent, there's a lot of things that change, and I just have to remember that, just positive in that. Like I have like a positive mental attitude with anything that I do, you know. And even at work, like even though it's not what I want to do, I still go to work with a good attitude. I still give the best service. I still do the best job possible. Because with anything that you do in life, it's kind of like you just it bleeds in other areas of your life. That's how I see it, you know. And like if I'm having a bad morning, then it leads to me having a bad day at work, which means that I'm probably gonna treat people like shit. So I just have to just deal with it, you know. It's like that's the only way that I can see it as. So yeah. Before I say something, there is someone I would like for you guys to meet. This is my dog. Her name is Chabela, and she is 15 years old. She's a new lady. She doesn't really like to be carried that much, but yeah, she's such a good dog. But anyways, back to what I was saying. I've been reading a book about the subconscious mind, and I feel that there is like a pattern that's happening, and the pattern is about letting go, letting things go. And you know, there's a lot of things that I have been letting go, and a lot of other things that I am working on letting go. But I think in order to make space and room for what you want, that's what has to happen. So I am making space for a studio. I would like to have that. I know I will have that. But for now, I just have to work with what I have. And what I have is a little corner in my bedroom, as well as this little corner here. This gets like really nice lighting. But I think the best thing is to start organizing and getting rid of things. So that's what I'm going to be doing, and I'm going to be showing you guys. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to be doing is I bought this little microphone so that way my video has better sound, because the last video did not have the best sound. But hey, I'm making space, right? So first thing first, this box, I'm gonna put it in the recycling, but I'll put it right here for now. And this chair I got as a gift, and it's one of my most favorite possessions, and I use it a lot as like a prop when I paint. Like a couple of my paintings have this chair, so that one's definitely a keep. And then my journal. Okay, so now underneath here, let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can see. I'm just gonna pull it back a little bit. Okay. Just gonna put everything here. And if you can hear the helicopter outside, they're probably looking for someone. So that's what happens. Okay. And then I use a lot of pee-pee pads to prevent paint from going on my desk. So if you have a dog and you use pee-pee pads, it actually works really well. You want a snack? I'll give you a snack. I'm so sorry about the noise, but my dog, she wanted a snack. So I'll give her a little snack. Okay, so now clean up here. And then these are some Shell headphones that I made. I think I might use these as like, you know, little props too. Got some paintings here that I've done. This one, this one. Oh my goodness. Oh no. This is what happens. Some charcoal. Oh, and then like I do morning pages, and I started in 2024 in December, and I have all these journals here and some more sketch pads. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's funny when you start cleaning and there's like a lot of memories. This was like one of the first paintings that I did. And this was, I was trying to do like a copy of what's his name? Gauguin? Gog Gauguin? I forgot his name. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he, first of all, he has a lot of issues. Like that guy was a little, just, if you know the history. But anyways, I really like this particular painting of his, and I wanted to recreate it, and it did not. Um, yeah, it did not go as I planned. Oh my goodness. And then this is one of my favorite artists. Oops. This is, well, I can't really hear what he's saying. But this is my favorite artist, Amrita Gill. And she was a Indian. She was born in Budapest, but or Hungary. Um, but to Hungary, like her mom, I believe was Hungarian, and her father was Indian. And just she died young, but she left behind like a whole body of work that was just so beautiful, and she's very well, like she's renowned in India, and a lot, like her work is very cherished. So it's just like I love her work. And this one's another favorite book of mine. Women artists in the Surrealist movement. It's just like it's a lot of women artists who really made an impact and paved the way. Just insane work that they did, you know, like look at that. Goals. But we all start somewhere. So that's how I see it. Okay. So now I'm just gonna move all this stuff. Oh my goodness. And if you hear that noise, that's my dog. She's eating her treat. And then I have this book too, Salamina. You could tell that there's like a pattern with the things that I like. So, but yeah. All right. So there's another box here too. And inside this box, oh my god, I have film in here. Jeez Louise. Oh, that's gonna save me money. But inside the box, there is these little ceramic shell vessels. It's a long story, but you know, these definitely gotta sell. So if anybody is interested in purchasing one, they are available for sale. Okay, just putting my plug in there for those who aren't interested. Okay, now I just gotta clean down there. Yeah, that's how it is now. So it looks a lot organized and just like more space, you know. So I guess that's the moral of the story. If you want to make space for what you want, you gotta let go of things. It's like I'm letting go of a lot of things But there's one thing that keeps popping up, and that's fear. And I was talking to my sister, and she had said, you just have to feel it. Feel whatever you're feeling, but then you just have to, like, shake it off and move on. Sometimes she gives me like a reality um check, she's very good at that. She also said that you're scared because this is another version of yourself and you don't know this version that well. And so, of course, right? She said so. So of course it's you're gonna be scared. Um, and it's like fear has a way of messing me up big time. It's like it's so weird. It uh it's like really there's nothing to be afraid of, but yet my mind plays this like self-sabotaging game when just like no, 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 no. um but yeah, like I have to let go of that fear. Like that fear is stopping me. And all these little things that I'm like noticing, like, see, like everything, it's so weird. Like when everything like flows easier. Like now that I'm realizing, like, people reach out for opportunities, like, things are starting to fall into place. And I'm like fully open. Like, I'm very open to whatever comes my way. But there's still that fear that I'm feeling. I think that's the only thing that I have to let go. That's really like the only thing that's holding me back. So, yeah, that fear. And there's nothing wrong with fear. Fear is just a natural byproduct of our humanity. Like it kept us safe for thousands of years. Like, but now, like, now it's like different. Like, of course, I'm not going to put myself in dangerous situations, but just want to expand more